any ex-boyfriends that you wish you were still dating?
No.
No!
That.
Oh my God! Shut up!
If they can do this for Mandy Moore, can the organizers to the stars do for you?
Oh my God, I need this in my life.
A pasta night for the ages.
It's so good.
Plus, all season long,
Take a look up.
we're celebrating season 13 by knocking the socks off of 13 lucky viewers. Rachel's Luck in 13 begins today.
I'm super excited about my first guest today because she is awesome. She's a friend of our show and a friend of mine. I also taught her how to make some kick-butt delicious fresh pasta with clam sauce. Just saying. But she's here to face the truth, literally. We have a lie detector test set up in the studio. A private investigator, this lovely lady, Lisa, is here, and she's going to put my guest in the hot seat because in her new show, she is serving up the truth straight up with no chaser. Check her out.
It's time to face the truth. Vivica A. Fox and the Truth Team gear up for a much-needed dose of no-holds-barred talk.
I can't sit here and listen to you giving excuses.
It's the show with meaningful conflict,
I never knew that she would love me like that.
I'm down for you.
instructive resolution.
What's the truth?
Tear it down. And that's no lie.
Get ready to face the truth.
It's gonna be awesome! Please welcome Vivica A. Fox. My darling. I mean, I told her this morning when I walked into her dressing room, I said, you look like somebody took you out of a Dolly box or something. You look so glorious, my
Hey
friend.
there, girlfriend.
How are you?
Good. Been busy.
Have you been cooking spaghetti and
No.
pasta?
Let me tell you, I did Worst Cooks of America with this.
She is a great cook. She's not the worst cook in America. And she worked her butt off. That show is legit. You're
Yes,
amazing.
thank you so
You were
much.
amazing.
I learned so much. Thank you, but I'm still not cooking. Only when I see you.
But you're capable of it.
Yes, I am. I learned a lot from
And
you.
that's
Thank you.
part of your personality. You like new challenges.
I do.
Why did you put this show at the top of your list? Why did you take this challenge?
I really feel like I'm in a new chapter of my life of
Yep.
giving back. Been an actress for so long, and it's all about me, all about me. I just wrote a book, Every Day I'm Hustling, where I shared my secrets of my success. And then now this fell into my lap, where I'm helping everyday people, you know, face their problems. And trust me, we are giving them the truth, straight up, no chaser.
I think one of the reasons that we get along so well is we are those people. What you see is what you get, and we don't have time for
The
lies.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, I'm fascinated when people, even if they're trying to protect you, especially if you work in this business,
Yes.
right? People are always trying to soften things or sugarcoat things or prolong telling you something
I
you don't
call
want to
them
hear.
yes people.
Yeah, but it's just such a time suck and a waste of time. Telling the truth is such a basic thing. I mean, we all lie to ourselves about a lot of different things, but when it comes to you making the choice of what comes out of your mouth, so speak to that. I mean, how important is truth in life,
It's
especially
vital.
in today's world?
Well,
I
it's
mean,
vital.
come on.
It's
Yeah.
vital for me, to be very honest with you. I feel like when you have yes people in your life, that you're just kind of like wasting time, you know, because then you see things later and go, how come you didn't just tell me the truth?
Right.
You know, so I just prefer to be told the truth so I can get to it and we can get better
It's part of
together.
the national discussion right now. What is truth? And
Okay.
is there just one truth or are there multiple truths? So I think this is a really good time for this type of episode.
Yes.
So how is the episode structured? How does it work?
Okay, well, on Face the Truth, I'm the hostess with the mostest. I have a truth team that consists of Areva Martin, Dr. Judy Ho, Rosie McCardo, and Judge Scary Mary. And, you know, and what I love about these ladies is that we offer constructive criticism and help to the guests that come on and they are dealing with their personal issues. And so from our experiences, we help to enlighten and encourage them. But we just don't have these folks come on the show and embarrass them and kick them to the curb.
No.
This
This isn't about that at all.
Not at all.
It's not about pressing people down.
Nope, not at all.
It's about lifting people up, right?
And then we
give us an example.
We do creative sentencing.
Nice.
And with that, we've had some guests that have come on the show that have needed rehab, that have needed to go to therapy. But then we also have fun things as well, too.
What's one of your fun ones?
We make them take cooking lessons.
I can be
Yes, you can. You can. Yes.
Is this one of the projects from Dr. Phil and his son Jay?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Jay is just on fire.
I know. They're amazing. Dr. Phil told me, I was a guest on his show, and his wife, Robin and I, had a shoe fetish in common.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
Yes. And so I came on the show a couple of times, and he said, Vivica, I really feel like you have a place in daytime television. I said, really? Okay. And it's been an amazing experience.
When Phil tells you something, you believe it.
Yes, yeah, all ears. Yeah, but you know what? What I love about him is he's a straight up kind of guy.
He
says,
certainly is.
Vivica, it's going to be a lot of work, but if you're willing to do the work, I really feel like you can have a successful brand on television. So here we are with Face the Truth.
Are you ready to face the truth yourself? Isn't this fun? There's a lie detector. It's awesome.
Thanks, okay?
All right, come on, let's go over there because Lisa looks lonely.
Hi, Lisa.
Lisa, this is my friend Viv. How are you?
Please come have a seat.
Okay.
I wish you people had smell-o-vision because she smells amazing. What is that?
Joe Malone Red Roses.
It's fantastic.
Thank you so much. Okay.
I just smell like garlic. I smell like a big salami between the wine and the garlic. I literally smell like sopressata, but she smells good. Okay. So while she's hooking you up, what's like the craziest lie you ever remember telling? Like even if you have to go back to when you were a kid or something.
Well, when I was a kid, I'm glad you said that. I was such a daddy's girl, and I used to work my daddy. I did. And I remember one time I was so sick. I was just so ill because I couldn't go to school. And I told that fib because my dad used to drive to go get his license plate. Remember back in the day?
When
Yes. Sure. And my two brothers, it was supposed to be a boys' day. And I convinced Dad that I really needed to go. And I got in the car, and because my brother's like, Dad, you said it was a day for us. And I got in the car, and I was like, told y'all I was going. They're like, you liar.
I could never get away with lies when I was a girl to my mom because I had to tell. My ears would turn like bright fire red.
Right, when you were
all my
lying.
mama had to do was go like that.
And she knew.
Oh,
and
she knew.
Yeah,
you couldn't get away with nothing, no how. Okay, Lisa, are you all hooked up?
Yep, we're just going to inflate the blood pressure cuff a little bit.
Now, how accurate do you think lie detectors are?
I do see that they are 98% accurate.
Wow, really?
Yes. And they're actually upheld in all federal courts and immigration courts these days.
No kidding.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun. Did you ever get turned down for a role and know you would have played the part better than the person they hired?
Yes.
Of course. Now, I would be ashamed if you didn't say that. You got to be proud of your work ethic, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Telling the truth.
And she's telling the truth, right? Good for you.
I hesitated, but yeah.
Oh, this is a fun one. Is there a Kill Bill Volume 3 in the works?
I've heard the rumor.
Really?
Yep, I've heard the rumor for a long time. Yeah.
Is that true? Because I really want to see it.
She's telling the truth about hearing a rumor, yes.
Yes. Oh, I hope that's true. Okay. This is personal. Do you have any ex-boyfriends that you wish you were still dating? Dang, I'm glad that ain't my question. No. All right. Snap.
And you're telling the truth.
And she's telling the truth. Honey, I hope you're not watching today. You play Taraji P. Henson's, a.k.a. Cookie's sister on the hit show Empire. Do you get along like real sisters on set?
Absolutely.
Aw, that's sweet. Isn't that sweet?
And she's telling the truth.
What's the one you scribbled out? Do you like your friend Rachel?
I love you.
I love you too. Thank you to Lisa, of course, from In-Depth Polygraphs.
Wait, and I was telling the truth, right?
Yes, you were. So, continued success in all you do. Those are the most amazing rings I've ever seen. And you guys have to check her out on her show. You just look up in your local listings to see Vivica and Face the Truth. And up next, we're going to help you guys master your messes. Find out what that means. Oh, that sounds kind of gross, actually. I know what that means after this.
Tomorrow.
Bob Harper in the house.
If you think hot yoga makes co-host Bob Harper sweat, just wait till Who Wants to Be a Millionaire's Chris Harrison gets a hold of it.
You agree with me?
Rachel, let me get...
You
Wait, do you agree with me, right? You guys would like to stall. That's not a lifeline.
Plus, this is Rachel's most delicious pasta dish yet. Or is it?
Oh, that cheese. Are you kidding?
And
These clothes have been pretty much the same since 1986.
a deserving mom makeover over 30 years in the making.
You look amazing.
All that's tomorrow.
Something as simple as just removing awkward packaging and like excess wrap and putting the food into canisters makes all the difference in the pantry.
Right, it checks off form and function and basically makes us want to die of happiness.
Die. Love it. Oh, these are so
They're
happy.
so
cute.
I can't even stand it.
Having brightly colored multiples is basically the most we could ever hope for. All I have to do is line it up in rainbow order. It just elevates the whole project. Like, it gives us our signature look. What could I possibly want more than this?
That was a clip from a show developed by Reese Witherspoon called Master the Mess. And we are welcoming back to our show today two women that are the masters of the mess universe, Joanna Teplin and Clea Shearer. Welcome. So I was just razzing them because I remembered from the last time we did segments together. Both of them love to organize food. Neither of them like to cook food.
It's just that we don't know how. So I'm sure we'd like it.
Hey, there are
cooker out here. Yeah.
looks like the 24 I've written,
All right.
or the monthly magazine with
Okay.
actual pictures, like paint by numbers of food.
All right.
I mean, seriously, if you don't know how to cook, it's because you choose not to cook.
Also that. We
that,
can
okay.
talk to that. We can talk
So
to that.
how did this come about, your partnership with Reese? Because I asked you if you did Reese's pantry or did her closets, and you're like, no, never.
No. Well, it's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
But
It is. We always offer.
yeah.
Okay.
No, Reese found us on Instagram.
And she just thought
And her-
there needs to be a show about this.
Well, she was developing original content for her new network, Hello Sunshine, which is on DirecTV and DirecTV Now, and they reached out to us to develop this content for them and to develop
Cool.
the show.
Yeah, that's how we
awesome.
felt. Yeah.
You don't say no. You don't say no.
Who's your friend?
Yeah.
Reese.
Yeah.
Reese is your friend.
Here's hoping.
Okay, so
Okay.
now we're going to take a look at some of the work you have done for other
Sure.
celebrities.
Yep.
Is Mandy Moore in here? Because I adore her. She's done so many nice things
The
for our
best.
show and surprising kids at a prom one time. Like, she's just lovely. So what are we going to see from Mandy?
Well, we did actually a bunch of spaces for Mandy, but this is her pantry. Shut up. It's shut. I know. It's insane. It's insane. I know. I told you.
Look at that.
It's gratifying.
Now, I feel so much less crazy because I can spend hours in my pantry reorganizing things and making them like
Fun.
look just so and stuff. And I always thought I was a bit of a nutter.
Oh, you should just be in our company.
Yeah,
We'll make you feel
we
totally
should
normal.
do this all together.
Yeah.
That makes you happy.
I know.
It
Doesn't
sure does.
Yes.
It makes me very happy.
Is that why you guys love doing this? Because it really, that's sexy.
Yes, it is. And you know, one of the things that we really wanted to do to sexify the space was to create custom spice jars. We think it really kind of
Love
like
it.
sets it off. We grouped them actually by like savory, not like we know, but we looked it up. Yeah, we looked it up.
Googled.
Yeah, exactly. We were like basic spices, like Thanksgiving spices. Yeah, we don't know. Anyway, but that's what we did in Mandy's, and it
Adorable.
looked really beautiful. We love it. We're obsessed with it. Another tip for the pantry that makes any space way more functional: get rid of your cereal boxes. Just keep the bags, and you can use
And bag
these
clips, yeah.
chalkboard clips and easily write flakes, O's, whatever it is.
Or you can just look at at the see-through bag.
Rachel, is that fun? That's not fun. This is fun.
They love a label.
Love a label.
They love a label.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Moving on.
Okay, so now what are we going to do?
Lauren Conrad's craft closet.
Whoa!
So
I'm not even a crafter, but that makes me want a scrapbook.
I know.
We don't know how to craft. We do love to organize a craft space too.
This is also a little bit of her gift wrap space within her craft room. And one thing that you can't really see because it's so beautifully placed, but it's with the wrapping paper, there's actually an acrylic riser that you would put like a little collectible, like a baseball or a figurine, and you flip it upside down,
and
it becomes a holder
for
wrapping paper.
Yeah,
wrapping paper.
Holds it on the shelf.
You guys, I'm telling you, it's the most important thing we've ever done. Okay, like when we figured this out.
Okay, super huge, beautiful star, Vivica Fox, and now we're gonna just talk about boxes. But now you're like, boxes.
It's amazing. It's really smart. That acrylic riser, man, that's a good one. Okay, all right.
That's sexy.
Yes, it is. Okay, so now we can also organize all this ribbon that can be loose and spooling all over. If you get one of these containers that has these nice little holes, it stays so pretty.
Do they sell them this way?
Yeah.
Yes,
they just sell them.
Amazing.
And look how cute. I mean, they're so cute. And then you know exactly what colors you have, what sizes you have.
Oh my God, I need this in my life.
Yes. And if you're a DIYer, you could easily make something like
I'm not a DIYer, but at Christmas,
I'm not a DIYer.
I help Santa wrap quite a few gifts.
It's nice.
This is awesome.
And you could do it by holiday too. Like you could have one for only like Christmas ribbon, only Hanukkah ribbon.
Yeah.
So,
I got it.
Yeah.
I'm taking these.
Yeah, sure are. You can have them. Okay.
All right. Next up.
Okay. So
now we're talking clothing closet.
Yes, and this is a letdown after all the celebrities, but the clothing closet that we were looking at is actually a bunch of shoe boxes stacked vertically to kind of take advantage of all the space on your shelves, so that instead of just having a single layer of shoes, you can stack all the shoe boxes.
That's clever.
To go up. Yes,
instead of the big pile
really helpful.
that we all have.
Instead of the pile, but for a
How
shelf.
many times is your butt hanging out of your closet? You're like, I can't find the other one.
Yes. Always.
You know what stinks about the closet and the drawer thing, at least for me? I find it looks beautiful for like 3 days. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, we do know.
No,
but
kind of.
How
We want to help you.
the discipline to keep the closet looking like this?
Because it makes you happy and it's satisfying.
How happy you are when you saw the pantry.
Yeah.
I know, but
It's
sometimes
rewarding.
you just have to go to work.
Well, that's
fine.
true.
Yeah.
And you can clean it up at the end.
Yeah.
Get past.
Right.
So we're gonna do a little t-shirt folding tutorial, okay?
Oh, I love t-shirt folding.
Okay.
It'd be like we all work at the Gap.
Yes, that's exactly right. So the most important
I
thing.
need a messy one.
Okay,
All right.
Joanna, and you can work on that, and I'm gonna show you how to do it on the table. So you
Can I
want
do
to
this
start with the front of the t-shirt down, so it ends up with the design facing upright. Okay, so you
you're
turn
going
it upside down.
fast.
Okay,
Fine.
You turn it upside down. Okay, you fold it into thirds. So fold the sides in. Exactly.
Do I put this one down
You
because it's
can.
longer?
Yes, I like to, but you don't.
Because it's longer.
Yes, okay. And then fold it in half. When you're done with that, you just bring the bottom side up. There you go. See, that's how I feel about cooking.
Okay.
All right, then you fold it up, and then fold one more fold, and then you have a perfect little square. So the design will be on the top.
Okay.
And now what you do with these is if you have a drawer, or it could be a basket, you file fold it right side up like this. And that way,
happy is that?
you can just see everything you have without pulling a huge stack. Yes.
Oh, it's going to be a long night when I get home. Gotta refold everything now. Everything. Everything.
But the good thing is, actually, if you already have the stack, you can just turn it.
Yeah, right. That's true.
My stack doesn't look anything like this.
All right, we're gonna do it again.
It's gonna be me and a bottle of wine and piles of t-shirts. Girls, congratulations on your show. It's really wonderful.
Thank you.
So you can catch their show, Master the Mess. Joanna and Clea are going to school you, and it's streaming on the Hello Sunshine channel, which is Reese Witherspoon's project, and that's on DirecTV and DirecTV Now. And for season 13, we're surprising 13 lucky viewers. Our very first one of the 13. That's who you're going to meet next.
get enough of the Home Edits Dynamic Duo?
You're hardcore.
Yeah.
Head over to our website for more tricks, tips, and videos.
Okay, so we all have these canvas reusable bags. You can actually hang them on the hanger with your coat with all of your accessories.
Your hat and mittens and whatever.
Yes. So they all stay together. Yeah.
You can even find out how to finally fold a fitted sheet.
Fold it into thirds. Bring one side in, and you bring the other side in.
You girls, I do love it when you do.
Get organized at RachelRayShow.com.
If we can do it, you can do it too.
Welcome back, everybody. So to celebrate season 13, we're trying to turn 13 into a lucky number. So we are going to treat, and I mean seriously hook up, 13 of our lucky viewers with some supersized surprises. And now we're going to be doing this all season long. We're calling it Lucky 13, so there's 13 people. We chose our first one based on this letter. A sweet husband wrote our show. And this is kind of an abridged version of what he wrote. He says, "Dear Rachel, we are traveling to New York City for my wife's birthday with hopes of attending your show."
Loma Louise loves to cook. She's a registered nurse at Wolfson's Children's Hospital in Jacksonville, Florida. She gives every ounce of energy to the kids at the hospital every day, caring so much for her patients and nurses on her team. She has all your books, purple pan set, magazines, and records and watches your show while making dinner. She's absolutely amazing. I wanted to take this chance to give her something because she is always giving. I love her so much, and I hope you will pick her, or at least help us get on the show. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for her to meet the one and only celebrity she looks up to and admires. Please help me surprise her, Keith.
Well, Keith is just the sweetest man on the planet. Way to make every other man look way bad. So, this is what happened earlier today.
Today we're in Times Square and we're about to surprise lucky number 1 out of 13. So Loma Louise's husband Keith is in on the surprise. He just told her he was taking her to breakfast. She has no idea what we have in store for her. And our friends at Big Sign Message hooked us up. Hey guys. I'm Greta Monahan and I'm from the Rachael Ray Show and I know you are Loma. Okay, so we have a huge surprise in store for you. So you have to come with me right now. Awesome. So we're going to stop right here and take a look up. With a makeover she'll never forget.
I'm so excited.
Love your style. This is what we call in the biz a double baseline. So my goal is to modern it up. Okay. Does that sound right? Mm-hmm. Does that scare the daylights out of you?
A little bit.
A great tip is that if you're used to wearing your hair on one side or to a certain exact part all the time, you should get into the habit of switching it up. It can give you new fullness, and it can also help all the hair just kind of fall into place in a different way. Okay, I can't improve upon this. You are one hot blonde. Are you ready to show Keith?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Wow. You always look great, but dang.
I feel amazing. Are you guys ready for your next surprise?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's something sweet.
Loma Louise, Keith, welcome to Jacques Torres Chocolate.
We love
chocolate. Okay, thanks God. We're going to make those beautiful chocolate bonbons or the chocolate truffle, a shell and a ganache in it. So the cream going to boil in a few seconds. let's put the dark chocolates and the milk chocolates together.
Okay.
Add a little bit of butter. Anything you put cognac in and chocolates,
Right.
I'm game.
The more the better.
And you fill the mold with the ganache like that. And go ahead. So don't, it's a little bit too much. Perfect. Now, all we have to do is close those molds. Let's put that in the fridge for a few minutes.
Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. Oh. Amazing. Please welcome Loma, Louise, and Keith. Loma, you look so hot. Look at her. You look gorgeous. Keith, you are the sweet. No, we gotta hug it out. Keith, you are the sweetest husband. Is he like that all the time?
Pretty much.
Boy, did you choose well.
I won the lottery with him.
Is that not adorable, the letter he wrote?
Yes.
Isn't that the sweetest thing ever?
Yes.
Your hair looks amazing.
I mean, hi, when have I ever worn sneakers?
So, hotness here. Where did you get that butter, paper, thin leather? Oh, my
Well, we
God.
did tons of shopping, but she looked great in everything that we chose.
Well, she's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Look at her.
easy, like so amazing. But it was so fun because she's always working and busy, and that was what Keith said. He said, you know, I really want her to have time for herself.
We're trying to change 13 into a lucky number. Do you feel lucky? Is number one?
Absolutely.
Number one!
Yeah.
I'm very competitive, so I would only want to be part of the Lucky 13 if I was number one. No, I'm just kidding. So how did you keep this a surprise? How long have you known?
Ooh, it's been tough. It's hard to keep stuff from her, but I wanted it to work out, and Chloe kept saying this has to be on the down low. You got to be so quiet.
Right. So you just keep looking away whenever she's talking to you about anything.
Well, I'm on my phone so much, I don't think she was realizing what was going on. So even on the subway,
She
I was
probably
texting.
just thought you were being rude and paying her no attention, right?
Even on the subway this morning, I was texting Chloe, but I was texting my kids too. So she kept looking over. It was Logan, or she looked over. It was Amber.
Yeah. Good. It was nice to have those children to fake her out with. But that drives me nuts when I see John's head down all day on the phone. I'm like, I'm going to burn it. I'm going to boil it. I'm going to boil it. I'm going to put it in the grill. Anyway, so you already have my cookware, but you need to have an update because if it's purple, I don't know, that's a couple of colors ago. We'll send you some new stuff. But I thought this might be a pretty good surprise too. You better hang on to something. Like, hold on. Brace yourself. So you guys will be spending, first of all, can I just say, I've been doing this show for over 2,000 something episodes. This is the coolest thing I have ever gifted anybody, and I am so envious, I cannot even tell you. Brace yourselves.
Come with us.
Oh! There!
I think that's a first invite too, right?
That is actually the first time anybody invited me to anything on my show. Thank you. Okay, you guys are going to be spending 6 days and 5 nights tucked away in the vineyards of Chianti Classico in Cuvées Tuscan farmhouse estate, complete with 5-bedroom suites, a chef's kitchen, an outdoor terrace with a pizza oven, where you guys are going to have a farm-to-table pizza making class. And of course, it includes round-trip airfare for you and Keith, and you're also going to enjoy the panoramic views of the vineyards and the olive groves, complete with a medieval castle from your private infinity pool. Oh, but for the rest of us staying here, I'm going to make a lovely chicken and vegetable ragu right after this. delicious and nutritious quick Italian supper, a chicken ragu, a white meat sauce, as opposed to like a bolognese, you know, a traditional ground beef or meat sauce. And it is one of the recipes that I wrote for our October issue. It's all Italian, front to back, and it is delicious, the whole issue. It's a keeper. So, for the ragu, most meat sauces have carrot, celery, and onion, just like you were starting a soup or a stew, and you have to fine chop them. I find for the carrot, which is a natural way to add sweetness to any sauce, I just peel it up and I grate it. It's a whole lot quicker than chopping it up with a knife. So 1 carrot grated, a little bit of celery with the leafy tops, an onion, and some fat cloves of garlic, and a shallot. Now, when it comes to the celery, I'm obsessed with celery greens. I've actually seen people cut these off and throw them in the garbage, and I'm like, ah! I look for the leafiest tops because these are delicious in salads, just the whole pretty leaves. There's a very traditional salad made with raw portobello mushrooms. It's one of my favorites. And leafy celery greens and some shaved Parmigiano or Pecorino cheese. Yum. But they're delicious in soups. So chop up the whole rib of celery and the leafy tops and throw everybody into the pot. Our big sauce pot here, you can also just use a big deep skillet. It's got a good coating of olive oil on the bottom of the pan, 3 turns of the pan with your EVOO. Add in your carrot for sweetness, celery shallots, and 1 onion. And we're gonna let that sweat. When we want vegetables to sweat, we're developing the sweetness and we're softening them. So we wanna draw out their liquid. So you salt it to start extracting all of the juice and the flavor from the veg. And if you want it to happen a little faster, like for the magazine, I'm always writing 30-minute meals. We're going to pop the lid on the pot, and we're between medium and medium-high on the heat. We'll let that sweat for a couple minutes, then we're gonna add 1 package. Oh my goodness, I forgot the garlic. Oh, I put garlic in everything except ice cream. And I don't know, I probably would be the one kid that would try the garlic ice cream if I put it in ice cream. Anyway, a little bit of garlic, we're gonna grate it right into the pot. That's why I put these little feet on my graters so I can put it right over hot pots. There we go. Now we'll give it a stir. Everybody's in the hot tub, having a good time. Here's the lid. So, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the pasta. These are mezza rigatoni. So they're tiny little rigatonis, but any shortcut of pasta will do with this. I like a shortcut pasta because the sauce is very heavy and chunky because we're gonna add an entire package of ground chicken. But traditionally, you can serve bolognese, of course, with nice egg pasta that's long, tagliatelle or pappardelle or fettuccine. So you can kind of go either way on this. Now, this is an Italian pasta company called Sataro, and they make a 1 kilo bag. So this is actually 2 pounds, not 1 pound. So we're only going to pour in about half. And when we're cooking dried pastas of any kind, we always liberally salt the water. This is the only chance you get to season the pasta itself. Plus, we're going to take some of that salty, starchy water once the pasta is about cooked to marry the sauce to the pasta. So very important step to season that water. We've got this going at a full boil before we add our pasta. Why? Because we don't want the salt to scar the pot. If you add the salt before the water boils, it sinks to the bottom and makes little pock marks in the bottom of your pots. So you wait till the water is moving and the salt will dissolve. Now, when we come back, we're going to add all of our liquids. We're going to get the chicken just very lightly browned. You're really just breaking it up. We're putting the vegetables in first. We don't want too much color on the chicken. So veggies go first. When they're sweating about tender, then we add the chicken and let the chicken cook out. When we come back, we'll talk about all the liquids and the herbs that are going to go in here. Chicken ragu, we stir in our tomato paste, just a good squirt. I always buy tomato paste in the tube so you can just pop it into the refrigerator instead of having to transfer containers. The secret to a lot of great tasting sauces and soups, especially for Italian cuisine, of course, is to throw in a big chunk of Parmigiano Reggiano, the rind. Makes the whole pot taste like that. Always buy a chunk of parm that has the rind attached and just keep them in the freezer. And when you're making minestrone or any of your Italian soups or a lovely pot of meat sauce like this or bolognese, you throw it in and you get that flavor permeating throughout the whole sauce. Fresh bay leaf, a little bit of nutmeg, and anything white or with cream. Whoops, come on back here, buddy. Anything white or that has cream in it, or anything green, anything that has dark greens like spinach and kale and escarole, always gets a hint of nutmeg. This sauce is going to be finished with a little bit of milk, half and half, or cream, whichever you have in the fridge. So the nutmeg will highlight the sweetness of that. It's a Tuscan-style sauce we're making, so we're putting a little rosemary in. Gosh, this smells good. Then we're going to add a little acidity, some white wine. Let that absorb. We're going to add, this is passata. It's tomato puree that's made from raw tomatoes. That's the difference between tomato puree or tomato sauce and tomato passata. It doesn't matter if you have canned tomatoes that are diced, pureed, or crushed in the pantry. You're just adding a little tomato to your white ragout. So we're going to put in about, 3/4 of this bottle, so about 1.5 cups. It's a very light, kind of sweet sauce. Children really love this sauce. Lovely. A little shot of chicken stock, homemade or store-bought. Give the sauce a place to cook out to. And then we're going to let the sauce absorb our milk or half and half or cream. About 1/2 cup. You're going to blush your sauce. See how that turns that pretty? It's really light and fresh, really fabulous sauce. We're going to let this simmer a few minutes. You're going to pull your pasta 1 minute less than the package directions for al dente or to the tooth, because we want to continue cooking the pasta in the sauce with that starchy water we talked about. So this is just about ready. Gonna take a quick break. Come on back and we'll talk it all together. Join in the fun. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and more for delicious recipes, helpful tips, and behind-the-scenes moments. Hey guys, I'm just looking for a mop-in so I can drain that pasta. You know, every season the kitchen kids clean out all of our shelves and then they restock them. I think they mess with me on purpose because they change where they put the mop-ins. Every time I come back from summer vacation, it looks like I don't know what's going on in my own kitchen. Anyway, I just pulled some of the starchy cooking water. The pasta's got a nice bite left to it. Now we're going to do the most important thing we can do to our pasta, marry the pasta to the sauce. And give myself a lovely facial while I'm doing it. So we're going to take... Because that pot is so heavy, I'm just going to try and add my pasta directly to our sauce, which I'm going to show you. Forgot to pull out the rind. You pull out the parm rind when your sauce is cooked out. It's done its job. Now the whole sauce tastes like it has cheese. I know. It's really good. And then a bay leaf out. It's done its job too. Add in all of our little rigatonis. And then we add in that starchy cooking water so that our sauce doesn't dry out too much while we're tossing things together. And because we used the rind, but we didn't add any cheese, let's add some cheese. I am telling you, the family is gonna come a-running for this one. Look at that! Right? Oh my God, if they had this aroma and setup at the facialist, people would take more facials, right? It's so good. It's good for your skin and it's good for your belly. Okay, so I got a big, beautiful pot of pasta that kids would love. Who am I gonna feed? Find out next. He started an Instagram account, Food Baby NY, and the foodie experts in his family are 3 and 5. Sammy and Maddie, look. So guys, do you all eat pasta?
Oh, yeah.
No.
You don't like pasta?
I
You like it? Okay. Okay. You don't like pasta? I never met a kid who doesn't like pasta. Will you try one bite of mine?
No.
Not even one?
I will.
Okay. That's my girl. That's my girl. So how did your Instagram food story start?
Sure. I was one of those people that always overshared photos of their food, and then little Maddie was born, and then I became one of those people that was oversharing photos of their kids. So I thought both of them
Combine them together.
Yeah, they were getting too repetitive on their own, so I said it was a little more interesting to just combine them. So yeah, we try all these great foods now, like those donuts.
Wow.
That's one of Maddie's favorite foods. And then over time, people just kept following, and
Well, who was eating that spaghetti? Because it wasn't him.
that was me and Mom. Yeah.
Oh, me and Mom. Okay.
Mommy loves a good chicken parm, so that was definitely us.
So you guys must be the people to know to like better than Zagat, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Yeah, people come to us all the time for food recommendations everywhere.
That's so awesome. Your kids are a Zagat guy. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's not just like the kiddie places. We go everywhere.
All right, I know you don't even want to look at this as pasta.
This looks good.
What's your favorite food that you've tried?
Pizza and salmon and broccoli.
Pizza and broccoli. Very well.
Salmon and salmon.
Not in
We eat
salmon.
healthy. We eat healthy. We're
Nice.
healthy too, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good. Well, Dad's going to steal your fork
Yeah.
so he can try some of that. You want some extra grated cheese?
Sure.
What's your favorite food? Do you have a favorite?
Rice.
Oh, yum. You like rice and
what else?
pasta. Again, that's my girl. Carbs. I think it's really fun that you're teaching your kids to be adventurous with food. I think a lot of parents struggle with that.
Yeah, totally.
And the closer you can make their relationship and making food, kind of like an adventure or a game, it's a great message.
Yeah, totally. It's a lot of
Anyway, good job. Well done.
Thank you very much.
That's all the time we got on our show today, guys. I say this is a pretty tasty pasta, so I hope you try it. And we'll see you when we see you. Bye, guys.